So far in this series, we've learned about tons of different types of attacks and abilities that the different units in StarCraft have. There's one more left, and it's so exciting and so cool and so flashy that I really felt it deserved its own video. Now, you've seen me go down here and use certain abilities that different units have before, but those were always kind of, just use it whenever you want and you never run out. We're going to talk about a very special kind of ability that has to be activated in that same way, but that actually has another resource tied to it, just called energy. So these are called energy abilities, or you may hear them referred to as spells, which is kind of funny because this is a sci-fi game, but it's just kind of a weird term that stuck. It's kind of historical baggage in the real-time strategy genre. So our example here is going to be the High Templar, and you can see this purple number here is its energy. That's its reserves of power to activate this potent ability called Psionic Storm. So we see this High Templar has 200 energy, and its ability, Psionic Storm, costs 75. That's the 75 there beside the little blue icon beneath the name Psionic Storm. So let's just look at how weak and fragile these poor guys are if they're just kind of fighting normally. I'm going to send a squadron of 3 Zerglings, and I'm going to say, hey, go attack that High Templar. And let's just see how he fares. Let's just see how this goes. It's not looking so good for our buddy. In fact, all of the Zerglings lived, and only one of them is even a little bit hurt. Okay, now for the big show. Are you ready? You ready? Let's tell our Zerglings to be a bunch of practice dummies. And now we're going to cast lots and lots of Psionic Storm all over them. And yeah, as you can see, this is kind of a massacre. So, the deal with these energy abilities or spells is that they are usually tied to a very fragile unit. They are usually very expensive. And you have to have the presence of mind during a battle to correctly position them and to activate and aim them exactly where they need to be on the enemy army. And this is a very tall order, but as you can see, there's this gigantic payoff where you're able to just wipe huge swaths of the enemy army off the map. So this is one of those things that's like really cool and flashy and fun when you see it in competitive play, and you'll hear the commentators, and if there's a crowd, you'll hear the crowd just screaming their heads off because people get really excited when they see these huge swings in the tide of a battle.